the day after Thanksgiving, and I really just wanted to sit in the house all day and watch This Is Us. But I could not pass up the opportunity to be working in the garden in the sunshine, and it's only about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and it already feels like the golden hour is coming on, which I suppose it kind of is for fall because it starts getting pretty dark around here around 4:30. But I just wanted to share this little parallel between the garden and the year, and also the hope for the future. It's so beautiful out today. We've had a lot of rain. The barnyard is super muddy. There's still a lot of cleanup to do out here, but the sun is out. The animals are happy because they get to walk around and not be trapped in the barn. Well, the ducks don't really care. They actually like the rain. But I am out here finishing a job that I started a couple of weeks ago. I think since, fall, there's been all of these projects that I wanted to do and I wanted to get done. And I started several of them and none of them are complete. That's kind of how I work sometimes. But I've decided that I want to complete my projects before I move on to another one. And I think that'll just help me stay on track and stay focused, as if I have that mindset, get it done. I don't get to start something new until I'm finished. I think that'll help me actually finish quicker. Then I don't feel that overwhelm of having all of these things unfinished. So that's what I'm doing today. I am finishing my garlic planting that I started a couple weeks ago. I recorded videos doing them, but those are the videos, like I said in the last one, that I recorded videos that were out of focus. Those were the garlic planting. So I haven't finished mulching, so I'm gonna do that today. And the only thing that I have to mulch with are leaves. We have so many leaves. It's just it's a great resource to have, and utilizing them in the garden is a great way to manage the leaves that I don't want in the driveway or I don't want in walkways. Some leaves will just stay on the ground. I know there's a great ecosystem that lives within the leaves. There's a lot of leaves that are left. They'll get raked up and then they'll get put in the garden to mulch. I was thinking about my garlic, my 2020 garlic. And I'm actually glad that I get to record this a second time because I hadn't really put it together yet. But now we are at the end of 2020 and we have all of this hope in 2021 being a beautiful year for us, because 2020 has been so challenging. I was so excited about planting garlic this year in the springtime. I was building all these new beds. I had so much hope for the garden this year, and the garlic was one thing that I was so excited about. One, because I use a lot of it, and two, I thought I was going to have enough garlic that I would be able to share garlic with friends, families, neighbors this year. I really thought that's what my garden was going to be, a bounty for. I thought I would be sharing a lot more from the garden than I actually did. I planted probably 200 cloves of garlic. I don't know what I was thinking. In my mind, I thought, wow, I'm really gonna have this bounty. I can preserve it. I can share so much. I grew 2 varieties of garlic, and sometime in the early summer, one of them just all started to die all at one time. They had started to grow. All of them were starting to grow, and I would look at them proudly as I came through the garden. All of a sudden, one variety was dying. I thought, okay, it's the one variety. There's something about it. Maybe this isn't the right area for it. Maybe there's too much rain for this variety of garlic. I didn't really know. The other variety of garlic was growing right next to it and looked fine. So I thought, okay, well, it's not the soil, because the second variety was fine. And maybe about a month later, the second variety of garlic started to die off. They started to grow really, really, really tiny little bulbs, and then they started to die. If anyone out there knows what that might be, please let me know. So I pulled everything out and planted some other things. My hopes for Garlic Harvest 2020 were dashed. And so now I am planting, or I have planted already in this bed and another bed behind me, garlic for 2021. And I am hopeful. And that's what you do, is you plant a seed and you hope. And you do the things that you have to do to nurture your plant. And for me today, that is mulching so that I'm not washing away all the nutrients in the soil. I'm actually building up the soil as these leaves break down. They'll become nutrients in the soil. Temperatures warm up and the garlic starts to sprout. If I have a thick layer of mulch on top, come winter, if it freezes, they'll still be protected. 2020 brought us a boatload of uncertainty, some of us scarcity, fear. 2020 brought so much fear to so many people, loss in many ways. In other ways, it brought abundance and joy and lessons. I have a friend back there. Despite the challenges of this year, I will remember it as it brought me to share all of this with you if we didn't have a pandemic, crazy 2020, I don't think I ever would have done this. So it's brought good. It hasn't just been destructive and wild. It's been life-giving and joyful. I'm so grateful. I'm so hopeful that we will have an abundance of garlic in 2021. I hope everyone had a beautiful Thanksgiving, despite it being different for most people. I was really missing my family yesterday, but I was able to connect in the normal ways that we're connecting now, and I got a little bit creative in some other ways. And if it was as crappy as my garlic harvest this year, All right, I guess I should get to work.